Hey everyone, it's Eric Estrada, the Tax-Free Ninja, and don't go away because today I've got my top 5 mobile apps to help better your business skills. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Welcome back and thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric Estrada, the Tax-Free Ninja, financial professional specializing in helping you understand, master, and unleash the power of tax-free money, and one of the newest YouTubers on the block. Now this is the part of my channel that I call my business bullets, where I give you tips and ideas that I personally use to help me succeed and thrive each and every day in the entrepreneur's world. Because if there's one thing that I like more than helping people save money, it's to help them earn money the way that they want to. Now, last time I did one of these talks, I talked about my top 5 tips to help you succeed with social media. I actually want to take a step back, and if you want to watch that video, I'll actually put a link to it right here, or you can look down in the notes, and I've got another link as well. I want to take a step back, and even if you're not on social media, I want to talk to you how you can still manage your day a lot more effectively, save time, energy, and money by using easy to find and downloadable mobile apps to help smoothline your operation process. Now, you don't have to be a tech guru, you don't have to spend buku dollars, and again, this is going to help you save time, energy, and money. So whether you're already using mobile apps, you're looking for information for them for the first time, or you're just looking to learn something new altogether, I've got you covered. Now, the first app that I want to talk about is probably the most obvious, but also probably one of the most overlooked. Now, if you're one of those people that all you use your phone for is to dial and hang up, then this is probably you. Now, the first and foremost thing that you want to have on your phone, especially if you're an entrepreneur, is access to your email. There's nothing more frustrating than not being able to get a hold of your vendor or your client as quickly as you want to. So why not have access to your email on your HEP? I recommend using Google because you can actually sync it up with your computer back at the office, and you get access to Google Drive as well too, which is a place where you can share and store documents like important numbers to call, or names and addresses and phone numbers, or any other documents that you don't want to have to go all the way back to the office. So I suggest Gmail because you get the Google Drive cloud sharing as well too. App number 2, your calendar. So regardless if you set your own schedule or if someone else does it for you, you can sync up with what you log down at the office straight to your HIP by using a shared calendar. Now, if you take my recommendation on your email host like Google, they actually provide a calendar app that'll send reminder emails when you have an important task, call, or appointment coming up to your email box, so you get double the reminders. Have an assistant or a secretary at your office setting your calendar. When they make changes in the computer, it makes changes to your phone. It syncs up that quickly. So any other email exchange server should have a calendar option, but I personally use Google, so email first, calendar second. App number 3. Now, I actually talked about this app in my talk on public speaking, and if you haven't had a chance to see that one yet, I'll put a link to it right here so you can check that out after today's call, after today's presentation. And that app is actually Evernote. Now, that is the go-to app whenever I want to store a phenomenal idea. So there's actually 4 things that you can do with Evernote. You can create a note that you can also include a task list with check boxes on it. So if there's any important things that you want to get done, you can even set a timer to have it complete by a certain day. So you can take notes and create checklists. Second thing you can also do is if you have any brainstorming ideas on something that you want to say and you don't have a pen to write it down, you can also use their voice recorder app, and it'll store it on the same clipboard that you can also store your task, to-do list, or notes. The third thing that you can do with it is if you see something visually that you need to capture, whether it's filming yourself or filming a presentation or something going on live action that you want to capture and not forget, you can use their camera feature, and again, it'll store it on the same place that your notes and to-do lists, your voice recordings, and your video recordings can all be stored on. And finally, of course, let's say you're doing you're at the airport, you're jotting down some ideas on a napkin, you don't want to have to file that away. So what you can actually do is take a picture of it and store it on the same platform that you can easily find the other 3 types of reminders that I talked about. So when it comes to storing all of your creative thinking ideas, use Evernote. It's one giant clipboard, and you can store voice notes, type notes, camera notes, as well as video notes. App number 4. Now this one is perfect for sending and receiving large files, and that is Dropbox. Now, I mentioned before that if you're using Google as your email exchange, that you can actually access files from the office via your Google Drive. Now, that's great for anything that you've already created and established, like spreadsheets or other types of documents, but when you're actually trying to send and receive contracts, proposals, anything that's really big, videos for the first time, you're going to want to use Dropbox, which is a somewhat free cloud exchange where you can access your own personal share of the storage system from a number of different devices. Now, initially, you get so much space for free. There's some other things that you can do to earn some bonus space as well too, like inviting friends or using up the space that you currently have. But you can also pay a little bit extra if you want some extra bonus features. But at the no cost level, Dropbox is a great way to send and receive large files, as well as store other things as well that I use for editing, and have access to them from virtually any technology device that you own. And last but not least, this app is perfect for doing the things that sometimes apps can't do. Now, there may be a full computer version of something, and then there's also an app version of something, and sometimes the app version of that product just doesn't give you the same features or access. So what I use is Log Me In. Now, that's another one of those apps that's somewhat free to a certain extent, but you can also pay for additional services. But Log Me In will allow you to access your desktop from your phone, another computer, your laptop, your tablet at low to almost no cost whatsoever. Now, I use Log Me In if I need to access my database because I can't do that from my phone, or some of my documents on Google Drive that may not be available through the app format. So anytime that I absolutely, positively need to get to my desktop, I use Log Me In. Your computer just has to be on. It can be as simple as calling your home or your office, having someone flip on your computer, and boom, you're in. So Log Me In when you need to get access to your desktop and do things that apps or your mobile phone can't do. So there you have it, all my tech junkies. 5 simple and easy to find apps that are available on both iPhone or Android. I use these every single day to make my business processes a lot smoother. Make sure to keep your email always accessible, have your calendar always accessible. You can store all of your creative thinking ideas on Evernote. You can also use Dropbox to send, receive, and store your large files to not keep your phones or your other lines of communication bogged down. And use Log Me In to get access to your desktop when you absolutely, positively need it. So I actually have a question for you. What is something that you would like to have your life made a lot easier that you wish there was an app for? And I will do my best to comment below because I might have already found something for you. Now, if you have a question on mobile apps altogether, you can also comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Or if there's a mobile app that you absolutely want to share because there's a certain thing that it does that you could not live without, go ahead and post that below too. I'm Eric Estrada, the Tax Free Ninja. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I put out a new video every single Tuesday. You can also follow me on LinkedIn, Eric Estrada, the Tax Free Ninja. Connect with me on Twitter and Instagram at the Tax Free Ninja, and of course, like me on Facebook, the Tax Free Ninja. Don't forget, you can accomplish anything you want in this lifetime. You just have to be willing to work for it. Bye. See you next week.